day 309, and today's video is sponsored by Hello Kai. I want to say his name. It's not at all. It's a funny story. So, my buddy Ryan had texted me around 3 o'clock and he said, like, what are you doing today? Or he said, are you busy? And I said, oh, today I take the dog out and we go for kind of a walk hike, depending on how she's feeling, how often she wants to smell and how often she wants to run. And then I'd bring her back, give her food, play with her real quick, and then I make sure my watch is charged and my little bike light that I use just because it's rechargeable. And so I make sure that's got a good charge on there. And then I go out to the group run and try to get in a mile or two before the group run. And then I'll be back around 8. So I was like, I'll probably, if you want to swing by, I'll be here for like a half an hour from like 5:30 to 6 or like after 8. And he's like, okay. And then right around 6, he's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, hey man, I kind of told you I'm busy like around 6. And so thankfully he had a couple more routes to go to. But he's given everyone in his groom party, all the groomsmen, we got these sandals. And so he just wanted to personally drop them off, which is very nice of him. So thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. It'd be a pleasure to be in your wedding, my friend. And all they are just like a sandal, and they're supposed to be like super comfy. I don't know, it's not getting in there enough. Still got the little tag on there. But so it's just like a pleasant surprise. Now I have sandals. I haven't had sandals in a few years. I just got tired of the ones I had at my old apartment complex, where I pretty much only use them to go do laundry. And besides that, I didn't need them, and the ones I had were pretty old and worn out, and so I was like, alright, let's get rid of these and I'll get a new one. And then just always wore shoes after that. I mean, I have a pair of slippers just for inside, but that's it. And so it was nice to get these, and now I have to find more reason to break them in. He said it'll take about a month, but after that you're gonna be the most comfy sandal you've ever had. I'm like, all right, great, man. Thanks for the surprise. Appreciate it. So that was an interesting take for the day. And oh, excuse my voice. Oh, before I forget, the day rating is a 7. Oh, just gotta walk the pup. It was cold. Didn't want to go to work. I think too much time off kind of does that to you. But still was able to get up decently on time. It was like 6:45. Walked the pup from about 7:10 to 7:35. Came in and she wanted to play. It's like, all right, get your ball, hurry up. So caught her ball, threw it around a bit, chased her. I'm glad she's all tired and worn out. And I don't know if you can see this, but she's got like her head tucked in the pillow right now. Anyways. So I got to work. Tried to get settled back in. The whole remember my passwords and logging in thing. That's always fun. And then, I mean, this time I didn't have one of those issues where it seemed to be like all my passwords reset, where I think it's right around Thanksgiving. Was it Thanksgiving or right before Christmas? I think the week before Christmas. Like, so 2.5 weeks ago, I came back to work and it just seemed like every password I had at work just needed to be reset. And it's just weird how the timing is, but it's not bad when it's just you, but when you got someone on the phone and they're trying to log in and you're like, all right, let me log in. Oh, hold on, let me reset my password too. So just a funny scenario. But the work was well. My buddy Nick was gone. He had gotten his booster shot. So I guess it caught up to him a little bit. So we'll see you tomorrow, Nick. Sounded threatening and ominous. But we were talking about him at lunch, and okay, yeah, Nick's gone today. And it's like, when Nick's gone, we don't have these conversations, and I don't know how I got into it. It wasn't anything bad. But then they just brought up, like, when Nick's here, we talk about movies, and was it Farmville? I forget the name. He was playing this game. He's like, I just like it's just super relaxing. And he always has like little moments where he's like, "Oh, you stressed out? You know, go play this. It's really relaxing." Anyways, then nothing else really happened at work. Came back, tried to get the pup ready as soon as I could, and I just couldn't get everything together, so it took me a while. So, like, okay, what am I wearing? Because it was just on the verge of starting to get cold. Like, the sun was out. It was a super sunny day, which was great, because the last 3 or 4 days it's just been cloudy, rainy, and windy. And it wasn't too windy today. Maybe had a light breeze, but it was just cold. Just trying to figure out how to prep to take the pup out, because I know we'll get in a little run for maybe a quarter mile, so a minute or two, and then she'll just start to sniff. I'm like, okay, you know, if she's got to go pit the bathroom, I'm gonna let her go. And sometimes she just sniffs because some other dog has been there, animal's been there. It's like, come on, let's keep moving. So she started getting cold. So I took her out. We were out there for about a good half hour and brought her back, and I thought my buddy was gonna be on his way or be at the door, and I didn't see a text. I said, okay, we're good. And it wasn't until I got her a drink of water, put the pup's food bowl by her, and I was leaving and got in the car that I got the text and said, hey, I'm on my way. And I had texted him, hey man, I'm on my way out. I'm going out to this group trail run. And I got there right around 6:15. It's like, man, I could squeeze in 2 miles is a little bit too much, but maybe a mile and a half. And I was just a little bit cold going in, even though I had just finished kind of warming up. I call it like my warm-up run with the pup. And I thought I was going to be warmed up and just be able to take off. And that first mile, I was like, oh, it's still a little chilly. The legs don't feel it. So I was just trying to cruise out. And I saw one of the guys actually walk while walking the dog, Wayne. And he was out there. And I was like, man, he's already out here. It's like 5:15. He's getting in some good miles today. And so I had run out at 6:15, and 2 or 3 minutes in, I saw Wayne coming back in. I was like, what the heck? I was like, did I miscalculate the time? Am I going to be late? And so I didn't go too much further. I got to, gosh, it was what, 0.62 or something. I was trying to get to at least 0.75. I was like, I'm going to turn around. I don't trust this. Maybe I didn't want to miss the group. So I turned around, headed back, and tried to pick up the pace a little bit. And I got back. It's like, oh, you know what? I had a few more minutes. But I got back in. I saw my friend Shannon talked, like, you ready to jump in the fast group again today? It's like, oh, no, not today. And just because last week we only had the 2 groups, it was either the fast group or like the easy group. Everyone kind of wanted to get more miles, so we tried to do the fast group. And so we joked and talked, how was your New Year's? How'd it go? And just got up real quick, and then a couple other friends came in. Jason wasn't there. I was waiting for him. I took the group photo. And then other friends had kind of jumped in the group. Charlie was there. And, gosh, who's the other guy? I'm forgetting his name. But I believe it's him and his wife were there, and they had gotten in like an extra run before. And someone had asked them before we started, like, man, just can't get enough miles in. You got to do something before our run. And it's like, it's her. She wanted to run. I don't know if she was testing out her light or new shoes or something. But I was talking to him on the group, and it was like a really almost eerie start. It was only about 3 or 4 minutes in, we started hearing coyotes going. And it wasn't like 2 or 3 of them. It was probably like a pack of like 10. You could constantly just hear them howling and howling back and forth. And normally we're kind of running away from it. And this time it seemed to be we'd be running towards it. And the guy had said, Mike, they're howling at you because you're running too slow. So it got me off guard, but it just kind of, I think, set the mood for the rest of the day. And everyone was joking around and had laughs. And we had stopped up on the hill. And the group leader, Michael, had said, yeah, you know what? He's like, I know I'm in front, but if someone goes missing behind me, I don't know. So we were just joking around about who the Coyotes were going to pick off. And then Michael, the lead guy, had brought up, like, yeah, man, if you see them, they're only like 8 pounds. Like, these are the smallest coyotes you'll ever see. Like, there's not that much food out here. Maybe some of the residents feed them or something, but man, yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. There's no way they're going to take down a runner. And so it was just really nice, and we were joking around the whole time. And a good group run for sure. And made sure no one was left, and it was a little bit chilly, so every time we stopped, you could see everyone just like kind of roll the sleeves back down. But overall, great run. It was a great time to be out there. And then right when I got back, that's when I had got the text, and my buddy said, hey, I'm on my way again. And like, oh shoot, okay, I am just leaving the group trail run. I'll see you in a few minutes. And it was just almost the best timing. Right when I had pulled in, he had pulled in right behind me. And so we got to chat for a bit. And that was the day. Got the sandals. I thought about trying to do another run at the pull-ups, but maybe do chin-ups just to kind of get more lifting in. Just because the back was really sore. Okay, not really sore, but just I could feel it every time I lift my arms up to here. Oh, the lats just in here are feeling that stretch and pretty tight. And I don't think it was too daunting. I think it was just getting used to doing so many with only like a minute rest. Whereas before, I would do a set, go get something to drink, charge in my watch or the light, come back, use the restroom or something, do another set. So there's definitely like 3 to 5 minutes rest easily as opposed to a minute. So that's something my body will need to get used to, and I think that's a little bit why I wanted to do another set today. Maybe not even go every minute, but just try to keep the body used to being fatigued. Kind of warn it, like, hey, we're going to start doing a lot more pull-ups now. But I ended up just taking the rest day off. I was just too busy, and by the time I ate, I just sat down. I was kind of done and tired. So tired, I need to try to get a couple extra hours of sleep. So that'll be it for the video. Fun day, interesting day. Glad it turned out well. So that's it. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.